Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Very warm welcome. I'm Tahir Dhindsa and you're watching SDTV. UNESCAP is holding a major conference along with, in partnership with STPI in 1 or 2 weeks in Islamabad. It's a major event. What is the target? Just to push forward the 17 or some of the sustainable development goals to achieve, to scale up on ground and other things, to build narrative on that. We have today with us Dr. Rajan Ratna, who's the Deputy Mission Head in the area of the UNESCAP. He's a very vocal person. He has pushed the agenda forward. He'll personally be here and we'll provide you the link. If you want to interact with him when he's in Islamabad, you're welcome on the conference. Today, we're just going to brief a interview as a run-up to the conference. And 17 Sustainable Development Goals were given by the UN. And these are the major goals. Most of the development internationally runs around it. But goal 17 is, I would say, it's the mother of all goals. That building narrative, and so the general public should help you on that. And in South Asia, we are miserably failing in that because of the political situation, which we don't need, this is not the platform to discuss that. Dr. Saab, just tell us, what is the problem in communication and talking to each other as we are talking now?
Thank you and good morning, Tahir Saab. I am really delighted for this event, which we are doing next week in Islamabad. And our partners are STPI. We have been working with them for quite long. It's kind of a brotherhood with STPI with us, even at a personal level, and with the government of Pakistan. This event is a Southwest Asia forum for sustainable development goals. Basically, United Nations is a platform where we bring the multi-stakeholders to dialogue and come at one platform to discuss the common challenges, discuss what kind of cooperation at a regional level and a sub-regional level, and especially in South Asia, is required to meet the sustainable development goals. As you rightly said, out of 17 goals, goal 17 is also one of the agenda which we are going to discuss during 5th, 6th, 7th of December in Islamabad during our conference, because this is means of implementation. There are 16 very specific goals, but the UN and all the UN members in the world, they agreed that without partnership, without cooperation, without sharing of knowledge, without collaboration, meeting these 16 goals will not be easy. And that is why you have hit the nail. In South Asia, all the countries are facing more or less similar challenges. We are facing the challenges of poverty. We are facing the challenges of natural calamity. Very recently in Pakistan, there were a lot of floods and hundreds of lives were lost. There is unemployment which is rising. Youth is getting more and more impatient because there are no opportunities for the job, and it is creating a social unrest because of this unemployment, the crime rate, the social issues, and those stigma that you are getting older but you don't have a job. That's our mindset in South Asia. We all have a common heritage, right? And it brings a lot of challenges. And that is why, the cooperation, sharing of knowledge, sharing of technology, sharing of information. If the flood is happening, if a cyclone is coming, if you do not share that information, if somebody has a satellite, right, as to in which direction it is moving, or there is no alert, unnecessary lives will be lost. And these lives, they neither have political ambition nor have expansion ambition. They are mostly poor, vulnerable people of the society, and they need the support from everybody. one of the important parameters of the Sustainable Development Goal is leave no one behind. Between have and have not, how do we fill this gap so that even the have-nots will have the livelihood issue, the social security issue? And so it's a trica. The government has certain role to play. The private sector has certain role to play. People have a lot of role to play. Think tanks have a role to play, and so is a UN. And that is why we are trying to play that role. And we are very happy that for the next week program, experts from all the South Asian countries, even if it is being held in Pakistan, experts from India, from Nepal, from Bhutan, even from Bangladesh think tanks will be participating. Sri Lanka, Maldives, the ministers of Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Pakistan, they are coming to address. So everybody, even at a political level, recognizes the importance of cooperation, collaboration, sharing of knowledge. But somewhere still, I know there are hiccups. The common challenges can only be addressed through common share of prosperity.
Yes,
cross-border economic problems. The people who do not have anything to eat, or the houseless people, they are not different whether they are in India or they are in Sri Lanka or they are in Pakistan. They have all the same social, economic challenges which they face. Yeah. Environment is another aspect. And we have done the study on, burning of straw. And we have taken the case study of India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Bangladesh. And it has come out very, very clearly that if you are burning the straw in Punjab, in Pakistan, it does not remain only in Pakistan. It comes to India, right? And so the climate change has a much larger aspect which goes beyond boundary. Air you cannot stop. Water you cannot stop. Now, if you say, okay, I will burn and you suffer, this is not the way, people need to think. Even
leaving no one behind applies leaving no one behind applies to the countries as well. Even if a country grows and become an island of prosperity and the neighbor is in a bad shape, you cannot enjoy, and Afghanistan is an example.
Exactly. So what happens, and it also creates problems because there would be a cross-border issues. People will start to run away, so there will be issues.
Migration.
There would be issues relating to, because these people have no rights. These people have no employment. So there would be a social unrest. There would be theft. There would be crime. So many things happen, and I think there is also recognition among all the governments. I would give you one example, which was very encouraging, but somehow, when COVID struck, and then in SAARC, which was not moving, but all the SAARC countries, their heads of nation, joined together with their common wisdom, and they created SAARC COVID Fund, with billions of dollars being pumped into that in cash and in kind for saving the lives of people. So I think there is a political will. They show this political will, but what I feel is these political wills and a cooperation and a collaboration comes only in emergency times and not 365 days a year. If this would have been 365 days a year, perhaps this part of the world would have been really, really different.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and very eagerly looking forward to have you in person in Islamabad in a few days. I think even this media, this SDTV, and we have a great role to play in communicating all this and building narrative. So it was a pleasure talking to you, and looking forward for more interaction when you're here. It's goodbye for now.